Grave risk for Cameroon as soldiers desert to fight in Ukraine. This one are from a newspaper, international newspaper called Defense Web, Africa's leading defense news portal. I think I will drop this article from my WhatsApp channel. Any man we want, if you read them after, anytime way you want. Now, ma just take one down. The desertion of soldiers to fight in Ukraine weakens the operational capacity of several African militaries and the stability of the affected countries. Cameroon's government recently highlighted the trend which, although not new, has intensified since Russia invaded Ukraine. A 7 March statement by Cameroon's defense minister Joseph Beti Asomo sheds light on the illicit involvement of the country's troops in the Ukraine war. A minority of deserters are foreign volunteers who fight for Ukraine, while most are Vladimir Putin's tirailleurs, riflemen who have signed up with Russia. While no official statistics exist in desertion rates, the situation is concerning for a country grappling with threats from Boko Haram in the north, Central African Republic rebels in the east, maritime piracy along the coast, and the Anglophone crisis in the west. Cameroon's desertions started in the late 2010s when many elite unit soldiers began leaving for Dubai, lured by lucrative offers to protect wealthy Emiratis. In 2018, indications were that between 300 and 800 soldiers had deserted. By 2020, the media reported that 637 soldiers faced dismissal due to desertion. In response, the defense minister temporarily suspended overseas missions for the military. The Ukraine conflict presents another opportunity for Cameroonian soldiers seeking better prospects. What distinguishes this wave of desertions is that soldiers are abandoning their posts to join a high-intensity war zone. Using local networks of recruiters, Russia has attracted numerous Cameroonian soldiers. Some interviewed by the Institute for Security Studies (ISS) reported monthly salaries of 1.2 million francs CFA, that is approximately 2,000 US dollars, to 1.5 million francs CFA, approximately 2,500 US dollars, with specialists receiving at least 2 million 3,300 US dollars. These figures align with British military intelligence reports, which note a 2,000 US dollars sign-on bonus, a US 2,200 monthly dollar salary, and the promise of a Russian passport. Various sources mention life insurance for families in the event of a soldier's death during operations. These desertions are an unexpected consequence of the professionalization of Cameroon's army, a process initiated by a series of decrees in 2001. With the shift from conscription to a professional army, soldiers no longer serve out of pure devotion to their country. Instead, they see their military role as a livelihood, as described by renowned French sociologist and philosopher Augustin Hamon. This has transformed the Cameroonian military into a skilled workforce. Soldiers possess valuable technical knowledge and a strong reputation built on their experience in combating terrorism, maritime piracy, and other emerging security threats. Professionalizing the military means Cameroonian soldiers no longer need to pursue a lifelong career in the armed forces. Contracts now last 3 years for enlisted personnel and 10 years for officers. However, most soldiers are automatically re-enlisted. Many are unaware of these regulations, a senior Cameroonian army officer told ISS. Desertions, especially to the Russia-Ukraine war, can also be financially motivated. The salary gap between Russian and Cameroonian soldiers and those in Africa more generally can be huge. A second-class Cameroonian private basic monthly salary is 51,880 francs, that is 85 US dollars, after the first 2 years of service. When deployed in active zones, soldiers receive an additional monthly risk and food allowance of 90,000, that's 148 US dollars. Yet, Russia, for example, offers the equivalent of at least 2,000 US dollars monthly for those deployed on the front line. One officer interviewed by ISS described these offers as a golden suffering. Aside from financial Aside from financial issues, soldiers have expressed concerns about their heavy workload in Cameroon. Military duties have become increasingly perilous, characterized by heightened exposure to danger and a surge in commitment. Many new recruits are reconsidering their options amid these pressures. Desertions by Cameroonian soldiers to fight in the Russia-Ukraine war reflect the broader brain drain affecting the country, with numerous healthcare workers and teachers also seeking opportunities abroad. Between January and May 2024, the International Organization for Migration recorded 7,448 Cameroonian regular migrants, of whom 6,099 went to Canada and 971 to the United Kingdom. This has become a concern for the Cameroonian Employers Council and President Paul Biya. The exodus worsened the Cameroonian army's recruitment struggles as its military commitments increased. The army faces an alarming desertion rate among new recruits. Such departures weaken its operational capacity and disrupt unit coherence, leading to a loss of expertise and interpersonal skills. Some key figures in units have left, battalion commanders told ISS. What troubles Cameroonian authorities most is the fate of deserting soldiers. While some officers speculate about the possibility of a future Russian African Corps composed of black soldiers, others worry about the risk associated with the return of deserters. Having gained combat experience in Ukraine, they could use their operational skills and high-intensity combat abilities against Cameroon's security interests. To address the problem, Cameroon's defense minister has called for stricter oversight of defense and security personnel. This includes taking appropriate action against deserters, including dismissal from service and prosecution. Regulations for military personnel wishing to leave the country have also been tightened. They must now seek authorization directly from the minister. Beyond these immediate measures, Cameroon's army should adopt a loyalty strategy to increase the tenure of essential and specialized soldiers. Greater emphasis should also be placed on helping soldiers transition to second careers. Simultaneously, the Army Chief of Staff ought to create better conditions, blah, 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 blah. Written by Raoul Sumo Tayo, Senior Researcher, ENAC, Central Africa Organized Crime Observatory, ISS. Republished with permission from IS Africa. The original article can be found here. So, my dear Ambazonians, people the way that they can't talk say, Ambazonia don't fail, Ambazonia na this, Ambazonia na that. La République di fail, una know the see am. La République di fail woefully. Ekelebe that they run every day. No be Fabian they talk and the one na international media. Na international media they talk the one. No one can talk to it. Now, and they talk as a result of the report where La République they give them. Where La République Minister of Defense Joseph Betia Asomo the publisher. They don't talk how Ekelebe and you run go join fight for Russia. They go join Ukraine, so they join Russia. Imagine, Monday for La République, Ekelebe for La République salary in how much? 51,880 francs. Even at $80. Then imagine he go join Russia army. You know how much they pay? $2,000. $2,000 na how much? Almost 1.5 million. Una 1. 1.2 million going to 1.5 million. Now money that way they pay you a kelebe when you run go join Russia. As you just talk say this, so you come on a Cameroon, you been a kelebe, you don't enter. La Republic they decline. Amba they show them pepper. Ambazonians, we need to organize ourselves and flush these people out of our land, because the bad system, the bad governance in La Republic, it weaken their already corrupt and very bad army. I tell you the truth, we are on the right track. Let us come together and finish these people once and for all. Exactly. La Republic, the Christ a kelebe and they run. The Christ a kelebe and they run. Where no they them? I will soon give my next update. May God bless you. God bless Ambazonia. I will share the complete article where they publish them, where the African media publish them for my WhatsApp channel, or maybe I'll drop them for comment section. If you check them for day, if you watch the video up to this moment, you never see the article. I beg, just remind me I beg for link for that article, or that article where you read about a Kelebe run go Russia. So I will just drop them for you. You read them. You take your time. Read them anytime you want them. I don't get problem. Information being for men for be shared for outside the moon and Siam. Ambazonia need a small organization will finish them. Confirm. Shake no day. Atalat for all Ambazonian freedom fighter and ground zero. That a kelebe run at the Siam say they work out ammo card, they work out this. Sometimes some of that ammo card and they empty. Now only driver and one man shot for inside. They don't work out on turn. No a kelebe no day inside. A kelebe they run. The one way Amba they put in Zolo. The one way they go retirement. The one they say we they even run go and send at Dubai, Bahrain, other side. A kelebe themselves way they get injury, they don't fit come back for battlefield. When I talk na say wait, you know, shake no day na ho ha.